Good howdy, folks. I'm James Blackburn, filmmaker, actor, and adventure seeker. I live in the American Southwest, and I'm surrounded by breathtaking landscapes and endless possibilities. My passion? Capturing life's beauty through lens and screen. From Red Rock Canyons to Hollywood movie sets, I'm always on the move. Join me on my video adventures as I navigate the wilds of the entertainment industry and the great outdoors. Let's explore together.
Alright, good morning, folks. Survived my solo night out here in the Ojito wilderness. It's about 7 a.m. Didn't sleep real well, but all in all, though, a good night. Never even got that cold, down in the 40s.
"10 years ago, I didn't know that this would become tradition. I didn't know it would become part of who I am. The Ojito has watched me change. From hiking with friends to walking in alone. This wasn't about distance. 1 mile isn't far. But sometimes the longest journeys are the quietest ones, and the most meaningful.
Alright, beautiful morning already. It's only about 7 and it's already awesome out. Yeah, there you go. A good night at the Ojito Wilderness.
Not every moment in life feels like this. Quiet, clear, undistracted. So when it shows up, you pay attention. I don't know what the next 10 years looks like, but I know this. I'll keep walking toward silence.
All right, good morning, folks, or good howdy, whichever one you prefer. That was my first backpacking solo overnighter. It went remarkably well. The only thing that went wrong was I didn't sleep great. It was kind of off and on all night. Got maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep, so I'm a little tired this morning, but all in all, feel pretty good. Sound a little clogged up, just waking up, still getting things to clear out. But I'm going to start breakfast. So I have me Mountain House, scrambled eggs with uncured bacon. Yes, yes, yes. This is going to be good. I've had this one before. I enjoy it. All right, let's get this here stove a-going. All right. Good times, good times, good times.
This wasn't the longest trip I've taken, but it might be one of the most important. Because somewhere along the way, this stopped being a place I visit and became a place I'm connected to. Not because I own it, but because I respect it, because I return to it, because it's been there through all the different versions of me, and I have a feeling I'm not done coming back.
Alright, I like to show what these dehydrated meals look like before and after. So this is before.
All right, it says wait 5 minutes, stir it, and then wait another 4 minutes and stir it. But I always give these things a little extra time. So we're going to, instead of 9 minutes total, we're going to do about 15 on this one like we did dinner last night. That way, I'm certain it's 100% rehydrated and ready to go.
10 overnighters, and I suspect there'll be more. The desert isn't finished with me yet, and I'm not finished with it.
Breakfast is rehydrating. Still got a few more minutes left on that before it's ready to eat. Meanwhile, both my water bottles are completely empty. And obviously I'm in the desert, and even when you're not in the desert, being hydrated properly is very important. So, I'm going to take these lids off, and we're going to refill them. I brought an entire gallon of water with me. I always do that on this trip. You know, they recommend that every 24 hours you're outside in the wilderness like this, you need about a gallon of water to drink. Now, I had other waters with me yesterday, and I had some root beer with me, so I haven't touched the gallon yet. I used my water yesterday to drink and eat, and then this morning again to get water boiling. So we're going to get this filled up now for drinking and have these ready to go for on the way out. Oops, too much. All right, so just filling those 2 bottles right there already brought this down to almost half a gallon. So you can see how quickly you can go through water out here. You just need to be prepared and ready to go. All right, time to put the lids back on. Oh yeah. All right, so that's a little bit of Water 101. Water in the wilderness. It's the lifeblood out here, really. You could go days, maybe even weeks without food. 3 days without water, and you're kaput. That's it. You're done. So, I'm not an expert, folks, but you should really listen to this advice and always have plenty of water. Not just when you're hiking and camping, but keep extra in your truck or your vehicle too, because you never know when you might need it.
All right, Mountain House scrambled eggs with bacon, rehydrated. There you go. I might have a tiny bit too much water in there, but I always do that. And you know what? I don't care. The food tastes great. The liquids are needed. And I am going to chow down on some breakfast. Yes, yes, yes.
All right, folks. Breakfast is served. No campfire this morning, as you can see. It's just already warm out, and I didn't need it to keep myself warm this morning. So just going to have breakfast here and enjoy this beautiful, warm morning. And look at that backdrop behind me. How can you complain? Talk about breakfast with a view. Any direction you look.
Morning comes quietly out here. No alarms, no noise, just light slowly finding its way back. Breakfast tastes different in a place like this. Better. Not because of what it is, but because of where you are. Sitting here, eating a simple meal, looking out over this desert, it all feels earned. For my first time out here solo, I carried everything I needed on my back. No vehicle, no fallback. Just me, the wind, the stars from last night still lingering in my mind, and whatever moved through this place while I slept. No one else out here. Not for miles. And there's something about that that's hard to explain. It's not loneliness, it's presence. It wasn't the longest mile I've ever done, but it might be one of the most meaningful. Because for the first time, I didn't just visit this place, I lived in it solo.
All right, folks, that was a good breakfast as usual. And now I am going to start to gather the gear up to pack up, because in about 2 hours' time, I need to meet up with my friend Don Ivy at a different place. And we are going to camp there tonight so that we can go and film the lunar eclipse that's going to happen real early tomorrow morning. So I got to get everything in this tent packed up, including the tent itself. Over here is my backpack, and we're going to get everything ready to go and just head out here in a little while, because I still have to hike back to the truck and drive to the other spot where we're meeting. It's called the Trials area. It's up here in the same neck of the woods, and I'll meet him down there in a couple hours. We'll do some more backpacking and stay the night and film a lunar eclipse. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. What a beautiful morning. All right, folks, time to start to pack up everything inside this tent, as well as the tent itself. It shouldn't take too long. I'm about to get started. All right, folks, the backpack is ready.
I'm going to start getting this thing on and heading out here in just a couple minutes. Heck yeah. Awesome day here at the Hoodoo Pines in the Ojito Wilderness. Dun 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 dun. All right, here we go. The journey of 1,000 miles right into the bright sunshine. Anyway, journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. We're about 10 steps into it, heading the 1 mile out back to the trailhead. And it is going to be awesome.com. Boobity bop 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 bow.
The hike out feels different. Same trail, same distance, but not the same person. Yesterday, I walked in carrying everything I needed. Today, I'm walking out carrying something else. It's hard to explain, but something shifted out here. For years, I came to this place to visit, to experience it, to document it, to share it. But somewhere between the walk-in, the campfire, the silence, that changed. There was a moment where I stopped feeling like I was out here and started feeling like I belonged here. Not in a permanent way, but in an honest way. Like the desert didn't need anything from me, and I didn't need anything from it. I was just there. There's something about walking out of a place like this that makes you realize you don't leave it behind. It comes with you, in the way you think, in the way you slow down, in the way you notice things you used to miss. This wasn't the longest trip I've taken. It wasn't the hardest. But for the first time, I trusted myself out here, completely. No backup plan, no one else to lean on. Just me, making the decisions, and living with them. Growth doesn't always come from going farther. Sometimes it comes from going alone. 10 years ago, I came out here looking for adventure. Now, I come out here looking for alignment. And this time, I found it. There's something about this place that keeps calling me back. It's not the biggest landscape I've ever seen. It's not the hardest hike I've ever done, but it's honest. And over the years, I think I've learned to be a little more honest out there too. 10 overnighters. 10 different versions of me. Some came out here looking for adventure, some came out here looking for peace. And some probably didn't even know what they were looking for. But this place met me every time. The same wind, the same silence, the same wide open sky, unchanged, while I was the one doing all the changing. And maybe that's why this place matters so much to me, because it doesn't risk anything from you. It doesn't even care who you are or what you've done. It just lets you show up exactly as you are. And if you stay long enough, if you listen, it gives you something back. Not answers, not solutions, just clarity. A reminder of what matters. And maybe a reminder of who you are.
All right, folks. About 3/4 of the way out on my little hike here. My first backpacking solo. As I had mentioned earlier in the video, technically I've done 3 solo camps now. The first 2 were out in the wilderness, but were more, not really wilderness, designated wilderness area, but out in the mountains, out in the wide open spaces. First time was at the Gilman Tunnels in the Jemez, and there were campers a half mile from me that I didn't know them, but so I felt solo, but not really. The second time was March 1st of last year. I went out and did a solo camp up near San Pedro Parks with a hot tent and a wood stove, but my truck was there for that one too. So it kind of feels like you're not truly solo camping if you have your vehicle, even though you're out there alone still. Those were 2 good test runs for me to get my mind in the right place for being outdoors at night and alone. So my third trip, the one you're watching right now, the Ojito Wilderness,
is my first official backpacking solo. And I'm super happy. It went really well. The only complaint I have is I just didn't sleep very good. But other than that, it was a perfect 24 hours out here solo backpacking in the Ojito wilderness. All right, last stretch back to the vehicle. I can see my truck up ahead in the parking lot. And another thing I see in the parking lot are no more cars. So I was definitely out here alone 100% last night. There was nobody else here in this wilderness. And I'm still here alone in the morning, which is also nice. It's very weird having thousands of acres of wilderness all to yourself.
I came out here alone, but I don't feel alone anymore. Some people measure life in years. I think I measure mine in miles, like these. As you approach the vehicle, the trail ends, but something else begins. Because moments like this don't stay out here. They follow you home. Same desert, same silence, just a different version of me again. Remember, folks, love, love, hate, hate. Take care of each other.
Life is beautiful if you know where to look, so keep your mind, your eyes, and your heart open. It just might lead you somewhere special. Please check out my channel for over 1,000 additional video adventures. Thanks for watching.